ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणचक्षुश्रोत्रमपि बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते यौपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानम्। आकाशो वावतेजसो भूयः आकाशे वै सूर्या चन्द्रमसौ विद्युत् नक्षत्राणि अग्निः आकाशेन आह्वयते आकाशेन शृणोति आकाशेन प्रतिशृणोति आकाशे रमते आकाशे न रमते आकाशे जाते आकाशम् अभिगते आकाशमुपास्वेति आकाशवाव तेजसो भूयः Akasha, the element space, is bhuyaha, tejaha, the fire. So Master can say, Vaya Saitasya Tejasa Karanatva Vyomna. Because space is the cause of fire. Not only fire, but the cause of air, which is the cause of fire. Therefore, certainly, space is great fire. Interestingly enough, the 6th chapter, remember that Shruti only mentioned 3 elements: the fire, water and earth, and Tadaikshata, that element of the Devata, Sat or Brahman, thought or deliberated, may I create Tejaha. So fire is the first element created. Here, however, the other elements are also accepted. So Akasho Vava Tejaso Bhuyan, space is certainly greater than the fire because it's the cause of air, which is even the cause of fire. Karanam hiloke karya bhuyo drishtam. We see that the karanam, cause is always greater than karyam, the effect. Yasa तथा वायु शरीरस्य तेजस कारण तदो भूयान. From which the parts are made, similarly also the space is greater than fire. Akashavava tejaso bhuyan. Number one. Akashe vai surya chandramaso vidyam nakshatrani ragnihi. So further also, katham Akasha Tejaso Bhuyan. In what other manner do you say that the space is greater than the fire? Akasha vai Surya Chandramaso Bhau Tejarupa. It is space in which sun and the moon, Vidyun Nakshatrani Agnischa, the lightning, the stars, the fire, all of these are Tejo Rupani, all of the nature of light or heat. So Akashe, all of these are supported, included, sustained by space. They are within the space. The sun and the moon, the fire and the lightning, stars, all of these are within the space. They represent light, represent heat. So heat is within the space. Yachasya antarvarti tadalpam bhuya itarata. So that which is within is smaller than or less, less than that which includes it, accommodates it. So in short, the element fire manifested, sun, moon, etc. is within the space and therefore is inferior to space. Space is superior to fire. Then third reason, kincha akashena akhvaiti chanyam anya. It is space in which one calls the other person. Ahutasya itara akashena shranvati. The person who is thus called, he hears also. So somebody calls in space. The person who is called hears also in space. Anyoktam shabdam anya pratishrunati akashe. Again, the space alone, one hears the words spoken by the other. Akashe ramate kirati. People sport with each other in akash and space. Tata akashe naramate. People feel sad also in space. Akashe jayate. It's only space that something is born. Something cannot be born if there is an obstacle to its manifestation. Like a plant cannot be born if there is some stone or something above that, Similarly also, so birth can take place only in space which is free from all resistance. Tatha akasham che ankurali jayate. Similarly also, the sprouts are all rising to space and not in the opposite direction. So because of all this reason, Akash space is great endeavor. Ataha Akasham upasva. Therefore may you meditate upon Akash space as Brahman. Phalam shunu. Listen to the result of this meditation. Se Akasham Brahmeti upaste Akashavato Vaisalokan Prakashavatah Asambadhan Urugayavatah Abhisidhyate. So one who meditates upon space becomes like space or attains those world realms that are abundant in space. Akashavato Vaisalokan Abhisidhyate. he attains the world which are abundant in space. Space is everywhere, but there is God, abundant in space. Prakashavatah, in other words, says the light is always associated with space. Therefore, when he attains the world that is spacious, also attains the world which are full of light. Asambhana, again space does not offer any resistance. The reason why things are born in space is because space does not offer any resistance. Therefore, on account of meditating upon space as Brahman, he also attains those worlds which are free from sambhada, free from any kind of obstacles. Sambhada, anyonya pida. Also coming in the way of each other, obstructing each other. That's how pida. So people feel pain because they are being obstructed by not only physical pain, emotional pain, whatever. So this is called sambhada. When people come in each other's way. That's how the pida or the suffering is created. So sambhada, free from the suffering that can be caused by anybody's obstacles. Then Ugayavataha, again, which are vast or unconfined. Vistirna gatin, vistirna pracharan lokan abhisiddhate. With vast expanse, he attains those worlds. Yavat akasya uktatham yavat akasasya gadam tatrasi yatha kamacharo bhavati. So he has freedom in movement wherever the space has its level. Yakasham brahmeti upaste asti bhagava akashat bhuyah. O Venerable Sir, is there something greater than Akasha? Akasha bhava bhuyasti. Indeed, there is something greater than Akasha. Tanme Bhagavan Bravit. May the Venerable Sir, please tell me about that which is greater than space. Now going to page 319. Smaro va akashat bhuyah tasmad yadyapi bhava asiran nasmar devate kaschana shriyuhu devakayo namanviran navidadiran yada vāvate smareyuhu atha shriyuhu atha manviran atha vijāviran smarena pashun smarupasvete smaro vāva akāsāt bhuyah. Here Narada, indeed, there is something greater than Akasha. What is it? Smara. Here, smara is memory, recollection, remembrance. That's the meaning of what? Smara here. Smara also can mean Cupid or love. Smara also can mean love or Kamadeva. Smara. So, then that is also, what is it? Smara smrtavyatma. The smara becomes smrtavyatma. Kamadeva became matter of memory. So smara. But here smara is memory or remembrance, recollection. So smaro bhava akashat bhuyah. That memory or recollecting is indeed greater than even akasha, greater than even space. Tasmad yadyapi bhava asiran. Space can be there, and many people are sitting in the space, and still nasmarantah. if those people are devoid of any memory, then nevate kanchana shunuyuhu. So, akashena ahvayati, akashena shunute. It is in space that one calls somebody, it is in space that one hears, and in space that people listen to each other. So space facilitates all that, therefore space is great. But when can space facilitate that? Only when nasmaranta. If the people who are assembled in space, they do not remember anything, then they as good as cannot hear anything. Nashmiyuhu. You will tell me something. If those words do not ring any bell in my mind, if I do not remember who you are and what's the meaning of what you are talking, then I as good as do not listen. Meaning space cannot accomplish its function of facilitating listening. Space facilitates the function of listening. But space cannot do that if memory is not there. In that sense, memory is greater than space. Na shruyuhu, na manviran. If Shravana is not there, Mannam also is not there. Na vijaniran, then Vijnanam also is not there. Yada avavatte smareyuhu. On the other hand, people assembled in space, if they remember, recollect, recognize, ata shruyuhu, then he will listen. Meaning that listening will be effective. Listening in terms of the words falling on your eardrums will take place even if you don't remember. Whether those words will make any sense and whether the listening in true sense will take place depends upon if they remember. So if they remember, then listening takes place. Meaning space is able to accomplish its usefulness only when the memory is there, otherwise it does not. Atha manviran, atha vijaniran. Once Shravanam takes place, for Mannam also you require memory, for knowledge also you require memory. Further, Smarena vai putran vijanati. I recognize my son, etc. because of memory, recognition. Smarena Pashun, I recognize. See, when these cowherd people take their animals in forest, they have to recognize. There will be more than one fellow, and the animals may intermingle, then you have to recognize your own animals. So sometimes the animals stray away from the path, then you have to find them out that this is my cow. So Smarena Pashun Vijanayan or so Vijanati Smaram Upasve. Therefore, he Narada may you meditate on Smara, mean all memory as Brahman. So Ashtakara says, Smaro Vava Akashat Bhuyaha. Smara, a memory is indeed Bhuyaha, greater than space. Further explains, Smaranam, Smaraha, Antahkarana Dharmaha. So Smaraha means Smaranam. Remembering is what is meant by the word Smaraha here. Antahkarana Dharmaha. There is also the activity of the mind. So remembrance also is a vritti, is also a thought. Anusandhanatmika antakarana vritti. That mode of the mind in which one remembers from the past samskaras, that's called smarana, memory. Saha akashat bhuyat iti drashtavyam linga vyatyena. Okay. So even though Upanishad says Smaro Vava Akashat Bhuyaha, we should understand this Bhuyan. Bhuya is the neuter, bhuyan is the masculine. So smara is a masculine word and this bhuya, bhuyan is the adjective of that. Therefore, adjective should be the same gender, same case, as the substantive. So Bhashyakara says bhuya should be in our own mind. Bhuya should be changed to bhuyan. Linga vyatyena by change of linga, change of gender from neuter to masculine. So that's what Anandagiri said. Napumsakalingam shrutam pullingatve katham vyakhyatam. So saha akashat bhuyanati drashtavyam katham. Why do you change it to masculine? So linga vyatyena, because the word smara is masculine, therefore the bhuya should be changed to bhuyan from neuter to masculine. The other tika says, asmadadi smaranasya akashakanat bhavat. But so far, the way the sequence is going on is, what follows is the cause of what precedes. If the following one is like space is the cause of air and cause of fire, and fire was the cause of water, water was cause of earth, and that's how earth means annam, that was cause of prana, balam. So far the relationship of cause and effect existed between those pairs. But here the Tika says, asmadadi smaranasya akashakanatva bhavat. But our memory is not the cause of space. Space is not created from our memory. So in what way do you say that memory is superior to space? Bhogyatva akara vishishtam akasham bhati karanatvam. Only when memory is there, then you can enjoy space. You can utilize space. You can enjoy something, you can utilize something, provided memory is there. So it is not that the smara or memory is the cause of space, it is the cause of the bhogyatvam, the usefulness of the space, the enjoyability of the space. So memory is the cause of usefulness of the space, enjoyability of the space. It is memory that imparts bhogyatvam, the enjoyability to space. Smart, that's what Bhashyakara explains. Smartuhu smarane sati akashad sarvam arthavat smranavatah bhogyatvat. Smartuhu smaranehi asati akashadi sarvam arthavat. Only this fellow remembers that this is space. And space means this. Space means accommodation. Space means sound. So, only recognize space as space, air as air, a table as table. So, when will you proceed to set up the table in this place, the chair in another place, book in this place? When will you proceed with that? Recognize this is table. And table has this usefulness, and therefore it has to be here. This object is chair, it has this usefulness, so it must be placed where it should be. The book, it has this usefulness, placed where it should be. See, all of these vyavahara requires memory, recognition. Memory or recognition also. So recognition is the product of the perception and the memory. So I see this object. Then there is memory in my mind. This is a book. This is Upanishad book. Chāndogyopaniṣad book. That's all memory. Because of that, I recognize this as Chāndogyopaniṣad, as my book also. So then, if it is my book, I put it in one place, somebody's book, I put it in a different place. So how all the vyavahara that we do presupposes the memory. Meaning that a thing becomes useful to us only when there is a recognition or memory of that thing, otherwise you are blank. So, smartuhu smarane sati akashadiswaram arthavat, not only space, everything beginning from space, whatever there is, arthavat becomes meaningful only when this person remembers or recollects what it is. Smaranavataha bhogyatvat. Who can use it? Who can experience it? Who can enjoy it? Only when you remember. When you listen to classical music, which raga is this? When you remember that, the enjoyment becomes, even subtler. Which raga is this? Who is singing? Whose voice is this? What raga is this? What bhajan is this? What is the meaning of the words? When you remember all of this, then the quality of enjoyment is much enhanced. So that's how memory plays a very important part in converting a thing, an object of enjoyment. So enjoyability or usefulness is as though provided something by a memory. Otherwise, the object has no usefulness to you if the memory is not there. So, smaranavataha bhogyatvat. So one thing was bhogya, object of experience when somebody remembers it. That's what Annagiri said. Katham punah smanasya akashad bhuyastudyasankyaha. How then do we say that memory is superior to or greater than space? Vashaka explains smaranahiti. Anvayamukva vyatirekam darshayati. When smaranam is there, the usefulness is there, enjoying is there. Vyatireka, when smaranam is not there, usefulness is not there, vyavahara is not there. So asati. Vashaka says, asati tu smarane sadapi asadeva sattvakarya abhavat. Asati tu smarane, when memory is not there, sadapi asadeva, even when a thing is there, it is as though it is not there. Delhi airport, somebody came before me, confront me. Swamiji, do you remember me? I said, the face is familiar, but yes, I am so and so. And she gave her introduction 40 years ago. Now everything comes back to you. Then you can talk to that person. Oh, how is your mother? How is your sister? How is this? Whatever. Otherwise, asati smarane. If that memory is not there, recollection is not there, sadapi, even the person is there, that particular person is as well as not there. I'm so and so, that so and so is not there for you. So I'm Kalavati, Meena, whatever it is, and so there is not there, person is there. But this particular person, my cousin, is as good as not there, let us say. Sattva karya abhava, because even though the person is there, sattva karya, the purpose which would have been served by that person being there, the purpose that would have been served by the presence of that person, that purpose is not served when memory or recollection is not there. Therefore, smaranam is very important. It is greater than anything because it imparts anything, usefulness or enjoyability. Sri Ranagiri आकाशादेः स्मरण अभावेपि सत्वम अंगीकृत्य भोग्यत अभावात् अनर्थक्यम उक्तम. So Bhashyakara said that when memory is not there, a thing is as good as not there, meaning that does not serve any purpose for you. So the thing would have served a purpose, a person would have served the purpose, an object would have served the purpose. So many people don't recognize, they forget their own car. If someone goes into the parking lot, can't find his own car. Right there. So that happens. Then in spite of it being there, it does not serve the purpose. So Bhashyakara said, therefore it is as good as not there. So Sattvam Angikritta. So this argument was that Smaranam or recognition of memory imparts usefulness to a thing. So when something is there but not useful, it is as good as not there. But at least its existence is accepted. So Akashadehe Smaran Abhavavi Sattvam Angikritya. So space and other things, when the memory is not there, that as good as not there for us. When you say as good as not there, Sattvam Angikritya, their existence is accepted. It is there and I can't use it. Bhogyatva bhavat anarthakyam uktam. That the thing is of no use to me because it has no usefulness because I don't remember it, I cannot recognize it. Samprati asmane sattvam eva nasti idyaha. Now Bhashyakara goes, or the Tikakara interprets that in fact it is memory that creates everything. So one is, it is there, therefore I see. That's called Srushti Drishti Vada. Srushti, something is there and I see. Other is the Drishta Srushti Vada. I see, therefore it is there. So two models. In the waking state, objects are there, therefore we see. In the dream state, we see, therefore objects are there. So most people accept this is what they call Srushti Drishtivada. It is there and then we see. But there are some acharyas who prefer the Drishta Srushtivada. So who says it is there? How do you say world is? The world is only when you see, otherwise it's not there. Is there by somebody else, but that somebody also is not there when you don't see. What is that somebody? Oh, I don't see, you see. But what is you? Even you also are there, provided I see you, isn't it? The idea of somebody also can be there, provided I see you in my mind's eye. So Ghanghor Vedantins say that you see, therefore it is. Meaning that you are creating your world every moment, including your body, including everything. So that is the model. All these models have great usefulness for different adhikaris, understand? For some people, for ordinary people, this Srushti Drishtivada is there and I see is useful, adequate. But for other people who can just drop things, for them the Drishta Srushtivada. So therefore, Sampadi Asmarane Sattvam nasti. Bhashyakara says that in fact when you don't remember, it is not there. Not as good as not there. It is not there. So Napi, Bhashyakara says, that's what the other Tika says, Avagamyatva Veshenava Tasya Tat Kayatam Vidyaha. He takes it differently. So let us first interpret what Anandagiri says. Napi. Napi Sattvam Smritya Bhave Shakyam Akashadina Avagantum Ityatah स्मरणस्य आकाशात् भूयस्त्वम् नापि आकाश स्मृति अभावे आकाशादिना सत्वं शक्यं सत्वं अवगंतुम शक्यम नापि स्मृति अभावे भाष्यकार says if memory is not there then आकाशादिना सत्वमपि अवगंतुम न शक्यम that space etc is there also you cannot see. You cannot arrive at the existence of space if the memory is not there. Therefore, the space is created by memory. That's what you have to say. So, whatever you see is created by your memory. You cannot refute that. You say, Swamiji, it was there before I see also. But how do you say it was there before you see? But that fellow was saying, who is that fellow? That fellow also is there because you see, understand? And therefore, this is another way of saying that the things are there only when the memory is there. So without the memory, it is not even possible to arrive at the existence of something. Therefore you can say that it is cause now. See, earlier it was the cause only of bhogyatva. Now it is the cause of everything, sattvam, existence. So therefore my sattva, the smaranam, memory is even the cause of things. Therefore it is superior. Ataha smaranasya akasha bhuyastvam. Therefore smaranam, memory, recognition, being the cause is greater than space. Going to the other tika, avagamyatvaveshena tasya tatkaryatvam. So bhogyatvaveshena avagamyatvaveshena. So with the memory, big thing becomes useful. So bhogyatvam, usefulness or enjoyability is what is provided with something by memory. So without memory, thing is there. But the usefulness is not there. Enjoyment, as we discussed, enjoyment is not there. So one way of looking at it is, memory is the cause of usefulness, enjoyability, bhogyatvam. Second, avagamyatvaveshena va tas tat karyatvam. Understanding something. Avagamyatva, accepting something. Veshena va tas tat karyatvam. So napi smriti bhave. So sattvam is not in this particular reading, by the way. But this tikakara looks like the word sattvam is not there. नापि स्मृति भावे शक्यम आकाशादीना अवगंतुमिति. So smriti bhave akashadinam avagantum na shakyam. Without memory you cannot recognize the space, etc. So recognition, perception, understanding the space also cannot be there if the memory is not there. Then Tika says, Napi sattvam smriti abhave akasha iti parastu drishti srushti abhiprayana. Then this Tikakar also says, Napi sattvam smriti abhave akasha iti patha. Which is our part. It is then drishti srushti abhiprayana. It is with the view of the drishti srushti is there because you see. Tatra cha sakshadeva akasham prati karatvam smaranasya vibhavaha. In that case, smaranam becomes immediate cause for our creation of akasha. So definitely the cause and effect relationship is there. In that sense, the left smaranam is superior to space and everything for that matter. Then Tika says, Vidya prakashatu. What is Vidya prakasha? Anubhuti prakasha. Vidya prakasha says that Vidyaranya Swami there has given a very beautiful meaning to this smara. Vidya prakasha Ishvara smriti sakshadeva akashakaran iti uktam. So smara is smriti, Ishvara smriti he says. Vidyaranya Swami says Ishvara smriti akasha it is greater than space because it is the cause of space. Sashtavyya srudarishasya viyatah karanamiti. Ishasya srashtavyya smriti. See, when the creation takes place, for creating anything, you have to picturize that in your mind. And generally, the picturization or visualization takes place based on how it was in the past, how you made tea in the past, how you built a house in the past, how you did a given thing in the past. You recollect that. And then in the present also, you make something similar. Surya Chandramasau Dhata Yatha Puram Akalpayat. Veda says Dhata Akalpayat. Surya Chandramasau, sun and moon. The Creator visualized the sun and moon as it was in the last cycle of creation. So in last cycle of creation, fire was hot, water was cold, earth was solid, air was, moving, water was fluid. So this cycle also is like that. The sun was in that place, moon was there. So this creation is what it is because it is in accordance with the last creation. That's what they say. There are some differences in this cycle of creation as compared to the previous cycle because it is the new set of karmas of all the living beings that give rise to this creation. So configuration can be somewhat different. Basic structure is the same. The earth can be bigger and smaller, I don't know what, whether so. But then basic setup is the same. This is what they say. Surya Chandramasau Dhata Yatha Puram Akalpayat. Dhata, imagine, visualize sun and moon, etc. as they were before. Hiranyagarbham samvartata agre. Hiranyagarbha also existed as before. So Vidya Prakashetu Ishvara Smritihi. So when Ishvara also creates, Ishvara also should remember how the things were in the last cycle of creation. Satapo tapyata satapas tattva yadagam saram asujata. The Ishvara also meditated, meaning that recollected how it was in the previous cycles of creation and then set up this new cycle of creation. So I guess in previous cycle of creation also, there was the 5 organs of perception and 5 organs of action and things like that. So we are created like this in here also. In this cycle of creation, my body may be somewhat taller and shorter and darker and fairer depending on my karma. But body will have basically same configuration. Hands and legs and hair and this and that, So the pattern is similar. So the Ishvara also should remember the pattern and create a new cycle of creation. So it is Ishvara's memory that makes the creation of this cycle possible. If Ishvara could not remember how it was in the past, then he would be lost. What to do now? So, Ishvara Smriti Vashadeva Akashakaranayuktam. It is Smaraham Smriti, meaning it is memory. Whose memory? Ishvara's memory is presented there as the cause of this cycle of creation. Sashtavyya Srudarishasya Vyatah Karanamiti. Ishasya Sashtavyya Smriti. Smriti is the memory. Sashtavyya, what is to be created? Ishvara's memory of what is to be created, that becomes the cause of creation, including space. So there also Smriti becomes directly the cause of space, very Ishvara Smriti. So Tika said, Asmadani Smaranasya earlier. Our memory cannot be the direct cause of the creation if it is Srishti Drishtivada. Even our memory also becomes cause if it is the Drishti Srishtivada. But definitely for Ishvara it is Drishta Srishtivada. Ishvara thinks and therefore it is. So Swami Khandan used to say that Lakshmi is sitting, says the Lord Narayana is lying down and telling a story to Lakshmi and she is massaging his legs and he says, the sun is there, then she says, yes, right. That's what we should do. What Lakshmi says is what we should do. Whatever Lord says, Narayana, yes, yes, yes. You feel yes, yes, yes. This came, yes. Went, yes. Gained, yes. Lost, yes. Mine, yes. Yours, yes. Keep on saying yes. Then you are liberated, really. That's all. What is mukti is? What is mukti? Is nothing but just being in the present, in tune with what is. Then you are what is. Anyways, that's by the way, the thing is, so how Lord tells a story as he describes the creation takes place. So it is Sankalpa Shashti in case of Ishvara. Then says Anandagiri, Smaranasya Bhuyastvam Anubhavanusarena Sadhayati. Smaranasya Bhuyastvam, how Smarana memory is greater. Anubhava Anusarena Sadhayati. Again the Shruti accomplishes the superiority of Smaranam based on Anubhava or our day-to-day experiences. Also the other Tikakara says, Shravanadi Sarvavivar Hetutvena Smaram Stauti. So see, these two Tikakaras have slightly different interpretation. Anandagiri says, the following description is to establish the greaterness of Smarana. This Tikakara says, it is for the Stuti of Smarana. Why Stuti? Because Smarana is to be meditated upon. So, Smaram Stautitya Drishyate. Bhashyakara says, Drishyate hi loke Smaranasya bhuyastvam Yasmat Tasmat Yadyapi Samuditaha Bahavaha Ekasmin Asiran Upavisheyoho te tatra asiraha anyonya bhashitamapi nasmarantascher syuhu naivate kanchana shabdam shunayuhu. Drishyate hi loke Smaranasya bhuyastvam. It is well known that we see in our day-to-day life also how Smarana memory plays a very important role. Memory and recognition, understand, plays an all-important role for any vyavahara, any interaction or any transaction can be done only if recognition is there, memory is there. Please give me this potato. He gives potato. What is this? Potato. I don't recognize it, suppose. Vyavahara won't take place. Suppose my mother gave me a list of what she bought, potatoes, half a kilo, bhindi, this, that, Give me bhindi, that's what we used to do, Go to the biggest shop. Don't even bother about prices. Biggest shop means the best bhaji, sabji. Go and give me bhindi, half a kilo. He gives. I want bhindi. So if I don't recognize that, then the transaction cannot take place. So how any interaction, any transaction presupposes the memory and recognition. So when the time comes when there is dementia, loss of memory, then it's no vyavahara. Who are you? This person asks his wife, who are you? Because he cannot recognize it. So that happens. So drishyate hi loke स्मरणस्य भूयस्वस्मात् तस्मात् यद्यपि समुदिता बहवः एकस्मिन् आसीरन्. There were many people assembled in one place. So space is there. Upavishe, asiran means what? Upavishayuhu. Then they're all sitting there in one place together. Te tatra asinaha anyonye bhashitamapi. One is talking to the other. What did you say? You know, Devadatta came. What Devadatta? What is coming? You know, suppose. Coming means what? Well, that much you cannot ask, you don't have memory anyway. So thing is that if memory is not there, so anyonye bhyasanapi nasmaranta ched. They are talking to each other, communicating each other, but then if you cannot remember what the other person is saying. Naivate kanchana shabdam shrunuhu. Then they would not listen to any word, as good as not listening. The sound strikes your eardrum, but the word does not strike. What is the word? Articulated sound is called word. The sound strikes your eardrum, but that sound means this word. If you don't hear, that if you don't remember, hearing as word does not take place. Sometimes it happens that when they are singing, there may be some word that you don't, what is this? What does it mean? In poetry also, reading a poem and then you can't recognize certain words is as good as the communication doesn't take place. Naivate kanjana shabdam shrunuyuhu, then they would not even hear any word. अन्य ही शब्दार्थ यस्मादित्य दृश्यते ही लोके स्मरणस्य भूयस्त्वं यस्मात्. The he alone is explained as yasmat. That's what Anagiri says. So the other tika said drishyate. So drishyate bhuyastvam yasmat tasmadeva vakshmanau tat anvayavitarekau shmanadi vyavaharasya upadyate sheshaha. So drishyate loke smaranasya bhuyastvam, because the memory is great, therefore anvaya. When memory is there, vyavahara takes place. Memory is not a vitareka, vyavahara does not take place. That would have been feasible. Only if Smarana was greater than the things, that's all. Tadeva yadyapi, okay. So yadyapi samuditaha bahava, we already read that. Anyartha asmaranasya ashramane हेतुत्वभाव आह. अन्यार्थ अस्मरणस्य अश्रवणे हेतुत्वभावात्. The thing is, Shruti only says, Yadyapi Bahava Asiran Nasparanta Nevate Kanchana Shrunuhu. If many people are assembled in a place, if they do not remember them, listening does not take place. He is not remembering them, but it is the Anyonya Bhashanam. So, Anyonya Bhashitam Nasmayu. If they do not remember what each other is talking to, then the listening does not take place. So Bhashyakara adds there, Shruti says only, Nasmarantaha. So Bhashyakara says, Tatra asinaha anyonya bhashinopi na smarantaha is added there. It says, Manan abhave smaran abhavasya hetutvam angi anvaya vidvekabhimaha. Manan abhave smaran abhavasya. If smaran is not there, shravanam cannot be there. If smaran is not there, mananam also cannot be there. What is mananam? Reflecting upon what we have listened to. If you cannot remember, then you cannot even reflect upon things. So mantavyam cha, Bhashyakara says, so tatha naman viran mantavyam cha smarehu tada manviran smrti bhavat namanviran tatha navijaniran. All Vedareka. Just as without in absence of memory, the Shravan listening does not take place. Listening of what the other person wants to communicate. Communication does not take place. Listening takes place. Communication does not. You are telling all, sometimes mothers, they keep talking to the child, he's only 6 months. And then still mother keeps on talking so much. That fellow also seems to do something. But then, she perhaps doesn't understand what the mother says, so that way real communication doesn't take place. Our Swami says that the snake charm actually makes the snake dance. It's not because the snake hears what this fellow is singing. He just keeps on moving this thing, instrument. And so that's what Swami says now to investigate that. But anyway, so he only responds to that movement, not hearing. That the snakes don't hear, that's all. So when a snake is there, if you keep banging your feet, that doesn't make any difference. If that makes the snake go away, it's not because of sound, it's because of vibration. You create vibration and the snake may go away. But sound, snake does not hear, that's what they say. Alright. So without smaranam, hearing cannot take place. Without hearing, the reflection cannot take place. Without that, knowledge cannot take place. Tatha na manviran mantavyam says smareyu tada manviran. If I can remember what is to be reflected upon, then I can reflect upon things. But if I cannot remember what is to be reflected upon, mananam, reflection also does not take place. Tatha na vijnanan. In the same way, in absence of memory, vijnanam, the knowledge also does not take place. Smaran abhave shranadi abhavam vyatireka muktva tad bhave tad bhavam anvayamaha. Anvayagiri said that in absence of smaranam, how shravanam, mananam, vijnanam is not there. When smaranam is there, all these things are there. Bhashyakara sayadayati yada bhava te smareyuhu mantavyam vijnatavyam Shrotavyam cha atha shnuyuhu atha manviran atha vijaniran. Yada bhavate smareyuhu. On the other hand, when they remember, then smarta. So smarta smareyu what? Mantavyam vijnatavyam shrotavyam. So shrotavyam, mantavyam, vijnatavyam. Shrotavyam, what is to be heard. Mantavyam, what is to be reflected upon. Vijnatavyam, what is to be known. If they remember what is to be heard, then hearing, shravanam takes place. If they remember what is to be reflected upon, reflection, mananam takes place. They remember what is to be known, then vijnanam, knowledge takes place. That is Anvaya. So Anvaya Vyatireka is possible. Manana also only when Smaranam is superior to the other things. Says Anandagiri, Itaschasti Smaraste Bhuyastvam. For this further reason also, Smaranam is greater. How? Tatha. Tatha Smarena Vai. Putra ete iti putran vijanati smarena pashun. Smarena vai ma putra ete. These are my children. So in Yemen, for example, people get separated. The parents get separated from children, so parents are there, children are here, children are there, parents are there, and then they are rescued and brought. If I don't recognize, these are my children. They are my children. So by memory only one recognize, ete mahaputraha, these are my children. Putran, vijana, smarena, pashun, similarly all animals and everything else. This is mine, this is yours, this is not ours. A railway station, when the whole tour is going on, then there's a whole heap of all the, luggage. This is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Then is yours. Oh, your bag is there. All this smarana required. This is not mine. Somebody else's bag is there. All of this is possible with smarana. Otherwise, that vyavahara would not have taken place. When the porter carries your baggage, you should recognize my baggage. Then only you can receive it at the other hand. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. So all the vyavahara is possible only because of smaranam. Tad bhuyaste phalitamaha. So smaranam is so great, therefore, what is phalitam? Ataha, Bhashyakara says, Ataha bhuyastvat smaranupasveti. Therefore, bhuyastvat, smaram or smaranam, being so great, it is worth meditating upon. Therefore, hey Narada, may you meditate upon smara or memory as Brahman. Let us read the second passage. Sayaha smaram brahmetyupaste yavat smarasya gatam tatrasya yatha kamacharo bhavati yasmaram brahmetyupaste asti bhagavat smarat bhuya iti smarat bhava bhuyosti iti tanne bhagavan bravit Sayaha smaram brahma iti upaste. One who meditates upon smara, memory, as Brahman. Doesn't attain any lokas, etc. So in some cases, lokas are not mentioned. In most cases are mentioned, in some cases are not mentioned. Yavas smarasya gadam tatrasya yatha kamachara bhavati. So whatever be the range of the latitude of memory, he gets the freedom of movement. Yes, smaram brahmetyupaste, one who meditates upon smaram as Brahma. Asti bhagava smarat bhuyeti. O Venerable Sir, there is something greater than smara or memory. Smarat dvava bhuyosti. Yes, indeed, there is something greater than memory. Tanme Bhagavan bravit vidi. May the Venerable Sir please tell me about that. This Bhashyakara says, Uktartham anyata. This is as good as explained before, does not need any new explanation. Iti Chāndogyopaniṣad Saptamadhyayasya Trayodasha Khandaha, the 13th section. Om Purnamada इदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो